Happy 4th of July, everybody, and welcome to the 20th episode of On-Ayer. I am, of course, your host, Ryan Ayers. First things first, I want to touch on the NBA tonight and the decision of Kevin Durant to head to Golden State. Little bit surprised on that. Thought he might stick with a team that he's been with his entire career. They're so close. They've got a brand new coach, made a good quality trade at the night of the NBA draft, but he thought otherwise. I think he is cheapening his legacy. How is it that there are going to be enough basketballs to go around? You've got Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and now Kevin Durant. I see it working for a year, and that's what Kevin Durant has done. He's gone with the LeBron James contract style of a 1+1, 1 year guaranteed coming up this year, and if he wants, he can do a player option for the following season. But at that point, I think you can see already the writing on the wall. He's looking for a quickie championship, 1 or 2 tops, and then he's going to head elsewhere or possibly back to OKC in a similar move to what LeBron James did, because I don't see it working out long term with all those guys getting shots. The 2 best, now 3 best shooters in the league are on the same team, and you've got a guy in Draymond Green who loves to shoot the 3 too and is good at it. You know, he's not just good at kicking people in the balls. But we shall see. We got all offseason to debate that. But I think it was kind of a cheap move on Kevin Durant's part. But it's a great part of the country, and they will likely win the NBA championship now next year. It could be 3 straight years of Cleveland and Golden State in the NBA Finals. But my main goal tonight was to touch finally on Major League Baseball, non-brawl action, and discuss now on July 4 the exact halfway marker of the season. We've got great baseball teams out there, especially in the National League with the Cubs, Nationals, and the Giants. Right now at this point, it could be a toss-up who's going to represent the NL. It looked like the Cubs are going to run away with it, but all of a sudden the San Francisco Giants have caught up to them record-wise, and the Washington Nationals aren't too far away either. Both of the Nationals, or all 3 of the Nationals, the Cubs and the Giants, have stud starting pitching rotations, and I'm excited for this end of summer and into fall, start of college football season, NFL football season, but more so in October, we'll get the playoff action of Major League Baseball, because it sets up to be possibly some of the best action of all time. Think about this, a National League Championship Series of San Francisco, Chicago. Those venues are just outstanding and would bring so much atmosphere. On the American League side, you've got 2 teams right now, Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians, the Indians of which just had a 14-game winning streak snapped. But those 2 teams are looking excellent, and just a powerhouse, juggernaut offense down there in Arlington with the Rangers. But I still favor whoever comes out of the National League to win the World Championships. But World Series, Major League Baseball playoffs starting October, I'm more excited now than I've ever been. And it's got to do with a lot of the local teams, Chicago, Cleveland, and then the brand names out there, the Giants winning multiple world championships over the last 5-6 years. And then Bryce Harper, let's see what he can do come postseason time. But another thing I want to touch on, because I haven't touched a lot about Major League Baseball so far since I've been broadcasting here on YouTube for all you out there, On-Ayer. I think it's a great channel going on right now, and I hope you jump on board and subscribe. But the general managers out there that are signing these $200 million ace pitchers as free agents to their teams, when are they ever going to learn? We saw Justin Verlander, when he got his $200 million deal, he went right down the drain. David Price now is struggling mightily. Another $200 million plus pitcher in the offseason, this past offseason to be exact. Clayton Kershaw, and I get it, I'm not calling him out, possibly the best pitcher in the game right now and in his generation. But again, you break down when he gets to the playoffs, and he is just a different pitcher out there. The St. Louis Cardinals own him, and it gets to a point where he's all regular season and no postseason, and now he's on the DL with a back issue. So I'm just wondering when the general managers and big-time presidents out there for these ball clubs in Major League Baseball are going to start to look at and get the clue of what the Cubs are doing, and especially what the Kansas City Royals have done the last couple years. They're a 2-time World Series back-to-back participant, And they've built everything from within under George Brett. And it's a lot of fun to see that. I want to call it the Yankee way. That's how the Yankees became so dominant in the 90s, was because of that model. People, especially the big money general managers, should be taking note of that. And with that, I want to let you know you've just been on air, and I am your host, Ryan Ayers.